What's going on? Welcome to Coaching Success Radio. Today we are continuing our Future Success Stories series with a woman who is building her coaching business around helping people overcome stress. Check it out.
As I build my coaching business, I want to know how to effectively serve clients and make more money doing it. This podcast will pull back the curtain to reveal exactly how successful coaches are building their empires. Join me as I engage with top coaches from all over the world to discover their secrets. No theatrics and no theory, just real-life strategy. My name is William Winterton, and this is Coaching Success Radio.
You know, it comes as no surprise that stress is a huge factor in our own personal health. According to a recent survey done by everydayhealth.com, almost a third of Americans have visited a doctor about something stress-related, and more than half say that financial issues regularly stress them out. And more than 35% of Americans cited their jobs as the number one source of stress. But see, what's even more disheartening for me is that almost half of everybody who was surveyed, and this includes men and women equally, they say that their first response to stress is to take it out on themselves. So in today's podcast, I'm talking with Angelica Weaver. She's down in Mexico City. That's just a few hours south of where my home is. Angelica is building her coaching business on the premise that by combating stress, we can create better communities at home and in the workplace. So let's cut over to that conversation right now.
But I would love to hear a little bit about your coaching business and how you got started.
I got into coaching. I didn't even know it was coaching.
Okay.
I started in corporate in City, which was back then Banamex, and I started in a group coaching the first 3 levels of management, from the general manager to CEO to 2 levels underneath. I didn't even know it was coaching, to be honest. I was like 27 or 26, and I didn't know that coaching existed, to be honest. And what we did, we said it was consultancy. We consulted them for goals and how to achieve their goals, and we built trainings for performance appraisal and for a lot of stuff to do with talent management and replacing the positions and the managers, and helping them to be contagious of their goal to their teams.
So now what do you do that you call, what is it that
now
you're
I
actually doing?
started getting certified last year. So I already have a master coach degree from Transformation Academy, and I'm pursuing one on strategic intervention. I am already a master's in counseling, but my licensing is only valid in Mexico. And when I move to my husband, I will be pursuing the validation in the United States, which is why I picked the strategic intervention training above every other training, because that training is valid for, I think, 200 hours or however hours of supervision for a license in therapy in the United States or in counseling.
So you're obviously very passionate and very serious about this to go through all that training.
Yes.
That's a lot of hours.
About this, and I'm very serious about helping the world heal.
That's wonderful.
Stress. I think stress is Europe has proven that stress is a illness that generates illnesses, but I also believe it generates violence.
How are people finding out that you do coaching? Are you somehow marketing in your community?
I am on Facebook, I am on LinkedIn, I am on Instagram and on Twitter. And funnily enough, the two that I have made very good friends on Facebook, to be honest.
Okay.
But the ones that have had more results is commenting on videos that I see. I never thought of that. I did it from serving, because someone was twisting the words of the coach in the video. And I told her, you're twisting his words, and I believe that is your meaning. So if you want help to change that meaning, I can help you. And I left my scheduler without pushing, without being salesy or anything, really to serve. And it was just and then this girl contacted me, and it was just hi. And she said, hi. And I said, how did you contact me? Because somehow she didn't start speaking about, my stress and And she's like, how did you contact me, and what do you expect from this? And then she said the thing about support, and I think they say that you don't find your niche finds you, correct?
Everything you're doing is trying to help alleviate and eliminate somebody's stress, and you take that into consideration even for setting goals. I mean, I'm seeing it's manifested in you so much that I'm just going to do everything I can to reduce it. You found your one, like, whatever it is to get rid of the stress, anxiety, whatever it is, and you're putting that in everything that you do. And I love that. I think that's brilliant.
And it is actually like magic. It sounds counterintuitive, but once you kill the stress and the anxiety around everything, you will sleep better, you will eat better, and you automatically have more time, like magic.
So what do you feel is the most challenging thing that you found as far as getting new clients to you and actually growing your business? Have you had any major challenges that you've been facing?
Yes, I have had many major challenges. Just the past weeks, I got my first paying client, my first in-love client. Like, she said, I need you. But then, like, she's like, kind of, but I don't know. And the issue is that when we are dealing with, and this I lived as a coordinator also, when we're dealing with the la creme de la creme in people, we sometimes think we don't need help, or we don't have time for that help, whichever. And both of them will lead us to the hospital.
Yeah.
So that's my main concern and my main issue. I have thought about my message being incorrect, but I don't think it has to do as much with the message, but as, oh, no. I don't do that. I don't stress. And you see the person either chain smoking or biting their nails.
Right.
Even that's a confession that I laughed my head off of Tony Robbins. He used to bite his nails.
Yeah.
And he's a very anxious person. And for me, he's the example of how a coaching path kind of is drawn. And
right.
Every one of the videos I've seen of him and of his programs, he says, if you don't take care of yourself, you're lost. If you don't, and he never paid attention to that much. And now he has a wellness suit.
Right.
A wellness program. So it's just like, I'm not that lost. I'm starting the other way around because my story has been the other way around.
Right. Well, we all start from somewhere else, and everybody's got a different journey, right? But we can
I know.
But that's brilliant. So, I would love to just ask one more thing. Are you doing anything? Are you coaching people face to face? Is it over the phone? Is it online? How are you?
Online, basically, because one of the main concerns of my coaching right now is the fact that I am eventually, I don't know when or anything, moving to my husband.
Sure.
And I want for me to be able to keep catering to my clients.
Of course.
And not really abandon them in whatever realm of impossibility that it would mean to be live. I love being live, and I love giving shops.
Sure.
So in the short term, once I have more certainty of what is going to happen next, or the next step in my immigration process, I will perhaps have a live shop here in Mexico. And if not, I'll have one until I get to the United States. But yes, that's something I love. I love giving live shops. And the reason for which I love giving live shops is that it's 12 hours of transformation.
Of course.
12 dedicated hours of transformation. It's really tiring, but it's really fun.
How many of those have you done? How many have you done those?
I did 2, but they were only 4 hours because of and that I still need to analyze, because of the level of commitment they were able to give, and of traffic and housework and whatever in Mexico City. 4 hours was the winner at that time, and I gave workshops in communication and on stress management. And one I loved, that was kind of my favorite program, and I gave it a number of times, and that was Boundaries for Parents.
Oh, okay.
I love that
Excellent.
program, and I gave it a number of times. I don't remember how many, but yeah.
So it sounds like you just have a lot of stuff that you're able to do and help out with. So if somebody was going to try and, let's say somebody's watching this podcast or listening to this podcast, and they decide that they would love to reach out to you because they love what you're about and they have some stress or anxiety, how can somebody reach out to you? Do you have a website, or is there a quick way to maybe Facebook, or what's the best way to get a hold of you?
I have Facebook. A Weaver AF Infinity. I also have, that's the same name for Instagram and Twitter. And I also have a web page that is www.afinfinity.com.
Okay.
And
Wonderful.
my email, in which I can, because the scheduler, it's a very long address, but I can share my scheduler, like if you send an email to Angelica at afinfinity.com.
We can put it into a link in the show notes too, so you don't have to try and. I don't want you to have to spell it out.
It's like BW.
Oh, // all this stuff. I know. I get you.
I don't even dare to read it.
And Angelica, it has been amazingly wonderful to talk to you. You are a beautiful personality, and I love the fact that you're so passionate about helping to remove stress from people, and that you. And man, I am just in awe. You've had way more training, and you're just ready to go. I mean, like you are prepared. So I see nothing but great stuff for you, and I'm thrilled that you took the time to sit down and have a conversation about this.
Thank you for giving me this space, William. I'm very excited to be with you. It was very nice.
Wow, that was awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking us out. New episodes are coming out every few days, including lots of conversations with massively successful coaches sharing their secrets with you. So be sure to subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel so that you don't miss out. And if you're looking for a way to start making serious money from your coaching, you need to check out my free training. It's at williamwinterton.com. I lay out the step-by-step on how to start making 5 figures a month in the next 60 days. Check it out, williamwinterton.com. I'll see you next time.